targets for poachers out there. Now, poachers are bad, illegal hunters, and we do not want them in the reserve to harm the animals, so there are wardens that are flying around above us, making sure that doesn't happen here. And we're going to check in with them in just a few moments. Now, as we wait here for that truck to get a little bit ahead of us, I'm just going to remind everyone to remain completely seated. It does get very bumpy. We don't want any accidents out here. Let's see if we can get the wardens in radio range. Airborne Patrol, this is Simba 1, over.
That's my video.
Jumbo Wilson, we're entering the reserve near Little Attorney Forest, over.
Have your course, Simba 1. Keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
Alright, sounds good to me, Wilson. Well, you heard him. Keep your eyes out, folks. If you take a look to your right-hand side, you'll notice that brown animal with the white stripes on the back side. That's an okapi. Okapis look like zebras, but they're actually the only known relative of the giraffe. Also on your right, you're going to be able to see those deer-looking animals there. Those are greater kudu. They're the second largest antelope, weighing about 750 pounds. Down to your left, you'll see those little birds there. Those are helmeted guinea fowl. They actually like to travel in flocks of hundreds. Looks like there's only 2 of them there, and they must have wandered away. Now right here on the left-hand side, there are these orangey brown animals. These are bongos. Bongos are actually really shy usually, so they're known as the ghosts of the forest. They mainly spend all day back in the bushes and trees. And now we're here on this watering hole. Watering holes are very important gathering places for animals, including some rare species like that black rhino over there on the left. There's actually 2 black rhinos that I can see. There's another bongo over here on the right as well. Now, black rhinos can charge at about 35 miles an hour, and their skin is about 1 inch thick, which makes them pretty much indestructible. But unfortunately, not when it comes to man. Man is their only predator. And because of poachers out in the wild, there's only about 4,200 black rhinos left. I will be making a stop right up here so you guys can get a picture of that rhino in the water there. See that? Now if you take a look over to your left-hand side, over here in the trees, you'll see these big black and white birds. Those are saddle-billed storks, and they're actually the tallest stork in Africa. They reach a height of about 5 feet tall when they stretch up, and they have a wingspan of about 8 to 9 feet. Alright, now hang on tight back there, everybody. We're now leaving Little Aturi Forest and heading into Safi River. Just keep your eyes peeled, guys. We almost always see some hippos around here. And when you're looking for hippos, make sure you look underneath the water. That's where they spend the majority of their day because it maintains their body temperature. Now, I do see a couple over there, but we can't really see them too well, so we're going to keep going, see if we can find any more. Now, hippos actually spend all day under the water, but they can't swim. They actually just walk along the bottom. They can stay down there for up to 8 minutes at a time on a single breath. And I do see a bunch of them over here, so let's go a little bit further. And you'll notice on the nest there are a bunch of big fluffy white birds. Those are pink-backed pelicans. They work as a team to herd the fish to the shallow water, and they bring it all the way back to the nest so they can share some of it with everybody. Look at the hippos. And there is a bunch of hippos over here on the left. They're actually not cuddling, they are using each other so they can keep their heads out of the water without even trying. Now, at birth, hippos weigh about 85 pounds, but adult male hippos weigh about 5,000 pounds, and that's because they eat about 150 pounds of food every night. Now, we're about to cross a rickety old bridge here, so again, make sure everyone remains seated back there. But if you take a look over to your left, you will see Nile crocodiles down there. Now, Nile crocodiles are much larger and much more aggressive than the American alligator, growing to be about 20 feet long and weighing over 2,000 pounds. Now when it gets hot outside, they come out of the water and lay on the land with their mouths wide open, which lets out any excess body heat that they have and cools them down. But when they do chomp down, they are strong enough to completely crush the bones of their prey.